Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today's video is part of my What Month Is It open playlist. This month, my co-hosts are Theresa from Theresa B DIY, LaParsha from Creating It Myself, and our special guest host is Lenny from Krafty Lenny. I will have all of their channels as well as the playlist in my description box down below. So for this first project, I have one of these like garden stakes. I don't even know what they're really called, but so I'm taking one of these. They're from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to cut it in half, and then that top hoop or arch is gone, taking it off. And I do end up later on taking those end pieces off as well. So then I'm going to take some of the floral wire and I'm just going to wire these two pieces together. Then I'm going to take this container I'm not even sure what it is, but I got it at the Goodwill quite a while back. And I'm going to take some of my mineral chalk paint from Waverly, and I am going to do like a heavy dry brush, or I'm just painting it, but not all of it. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to take some floral foam and I'm just going to hot glue it to the bottom of this container. I do have like two different heights, and you'll understand in a little bit why. And then I'm just going to take the plastic grocery bags, and I'm just going to stuff them all around the floral foam. Now I do end up putting a smaller block on the lower piece of foam because that's what's going to hold this garden stake thing. So I cut those ends off and then I am going to place it in the foam. Now it's really hard to see because this is kind of a tall project. So I'm doing the best I can, and bear with me because the reveal is just gorgeous. So I'm just kind of fiddling around with the piece of garden stake, and then I'm going to take some hot glue just to give it a little bit more stability. I'm not sure if it really worked, to be honest with you, but I figured I would try anyway. And now I'm going to take this bundle of violets that I got off of Amazon. Guys, these are stunning. They're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. Anyway, they're like a bridal bouquet, but I ended up, as you can see, cutting them up. So what I do is I just start laying it. There are long pieces that kind of cascade, so I took those long pieces and wrapped it around the outer edge of that, I'm going to call it a planter. And now I'm taking some of the white rocks from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to kind of spread it out to try to hide the bags and as much of the foam as I can. And then I'm just going to start layering and layering and layering these violets. And I can't even tell you that the pictures, the video, it just doesn't do it justice. These flowers are gorgeous. Then I found this little watering can at Hobby Lobby, and I'm adding that to the top of the fencing. And guys, look how beautiful this is. I love it. I added some fairy lights, and oh my goodness, I am so in love with this thing. You'll see it kind of without the lights at the end in the final reveal, but oh man, I am so in love with this piece. Let me know what you guys think. Now this next piece, I got this wooden, I think it's a tray, it's supposed to be a tray, from Plaid. And then I also got this resin from Plaid. I bought some of the glitter from the Dollar Tree. These beads came from Amazon. I believe they're beads for like jewelry making. And then I got these butterflies at Hobby Lobby, and they are gorgeous. So once I get that open, I'm gonna take some of the Waverly Antique Wax and some wipes, and ta-da, it's done. Now I'm just going to mix some of this resin. It is a 1-to-1 ratio, so I used these small cups, but I ended up needing a whole lot more. So yeah, I ended up with bigger cups. So then you just mix them all together. You got to stir it for like 3 minutes. And I did my best. So I think I got 3 minutes in. Yeah. So then I'm gonna take some little pieces of violet, and I just kind of hot glue them, kind of tack them down. And I'm just putting a couple on each side. And then on one side, I put before that, I take some of those beads and I just put one in the center of each of the violets, just to cover the hole where the little plastic stem thing was. And then I'm gonna take the 4 smaller butterflies and put them on one side, and then I take the bigger one and put it on the other side. So then I just kind of stir it a little bit more and start pouring it into the spaces. Now the spaces that were not, I guess I should have told you this before, the spaces that are not stained are lower than the stained pieces so that you can put the resin in there. So yeah, I ended up having to make a lot more, as I said, and I did add some of the silver glitter to the bigger container, and then poured some more of that, or poured some of that glitter into the side that I already have resin because it wasn't enough. You'll see. I'm sorry, I'm not explaining this very well. So then I ended up using a different kind of purple glitter, and I just kind of sprinkled it on both sides to give it that violet color. And yeah, that's it. So this is how it came out. I cannot use it as a tray because I didn't judge the size of the butterfly, the big butterfly, correctly. So it kind of sits up over the resin. But this is the first time I've ever done this. So I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. I think it's beautiful. I'm gonna put a hanger on the back, and I'm just gonna hang it on my wall. So let me know what you guys think of this one. For this last project, I'm taking these nesting crates I got for $5 at the Target dollar spot, and I'm taking these rub-on transfers that were sent to me by Plaid. I am a Plaid ambassador, and they sent me this beautiful set of rub-ons. So I don't really do anything to the crates because I love the way that they look. So I'm just trying to determine which side I want to use. And then I'm going to cut this transfer up and transfer it to the crates. So once I get it lined up the way I want it, I just take my Cricut tool and I just start scratching it and scraping it, and it comes off beautifully. These transfers are amazing. So yeah, I put the butterfly kind of off to the side so it wraps around it a little bit. And here they are. Aren't they gorgeous, guys? I love these things. So now I'm taking 2 of the large stir sticks that I got from Lowe's. They come 3 in a pack, and I'm just going to cover them with the Waverly white chalk paint. And then I take one of these little, I don't know, it's like a stencil brush, I guess. And I took some mineral chalk paint from Waverly and just kind of went over them. So now I'm just going to use some wood glue and some hot glue, and I'm gonna glue these nesting crates onto these stir sticks. And then to cover up the top of the stir sticks, I have this ribbon I got from Michael's for 75% off. It's a Christmas one. And I'm just going to wrap it around the top. And this is a pretty thick ribbon. And then I have a smaller ribbon that's the same with the burlap and the lace. And I'm going to make a smaller bow with that one. And I apologize for being out of frame here, but again, this is another tall project. So it was kind of hard to fit it all in there. And all I'm doing to make this bow is I just kind of turn the ribbon so it looks like one of those awareness ribbons, and then squeeze the center. I flatten the I don't know, the loops just so that it stays, but then I just pinch the center and grab some of the twine and I just tie it in the center. And then I'm just going to dovetail the ends, the tails, and hot glue it right to the top of this shelving piece, I guess we'll call it. Now I'm gonna take some of this boxwood or eucalyptus, I'm not sure what it is, but I believe I got it at Michael's, and I'm just going to add that to the bottom piece, and then I'm gonna take some more of those gorgeous violets, and I'm going to fill the top 2 crates with the violets, and then I do just sprinkle a couple in the bottom one with the boxwood / eucalyptus greenery. Here's the full view. Oh my goodness, guys, I love this. I think it's so beautiful. And with the D-hooks on the back, you can hang it on the wall, or you can just stand it up like I have it here. Let me know what you guys think. So I would like to take the time to thank LaParsha and Theresa and Lenny for joining us this month. I'm so excited that they're with us. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me get noticed. If you are new to my channel, or if you're coming over from the playlist, welcome. I hope that you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. And share with your family and friends, and I will see you next time.